Well, it was a very physical football game last week that we played against Southern. I thought Southern was an excellent football team. They came in ready to go. They were precise. They didn't make a lot of mistakes. They ran well. They closed well. From a defensive standpoint of view. From a statistical standpoint of view. I thought we played well as far as statistics only. We made a lot of mistakes that hurt ourselves, but as I went back and looked through the statistical game, and we had something like 365 total yards to their 276 yards. That shows that our offense are moving the football. We had 21 first downs compared to their 16 first downs. Just looking at going back and looking at some things, we had some bright spots, but yet and still, I think big plays killed us. It hurt us really bad. They got on the field and kickoff returns, interceptions, big plays was a big factor in that game. We never got a chance to get into that football game. We never got a chance to get going. Every time the defense did well enough and got off the field, they came back and hurt us with a big play. And then there was times where we had an opportunity to make a big play defensively, wide open. We had them third and long, 3 or 4 times where we came in, we blitzed them, and quarterback either got out of there, we missed a tackle, or we too deep in the secondary, and let them get that almighty first down, and let them keep that drive going. And so we hurt ourselves in a lot of different areas out there that we got to improve on this week. I was glad to see us put some points on the board, but we left 30 points off the board where we could have got into that game. Their number 25 was an excellent football player. He just did a tremendous job of hurting us on kickoff return, punt return, but yet still we came back with Chambers, on kickoff return, and Chambers did a tremendous job for us. A lot of the things he did out there was on his own, and I'm really pleased with what I see out of him. I see that he's a first-class athlete and a guy that can play. I was very pleased with Terrence Baird, who showed that he can shake and bake and get in the end zone as well and do some great things for us. We got to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers, and that's just the bottom line. And we got to do it more. We got to get the ball in those guys' hands a little bit more so that we can be productive from an offensive standpoint of view. As far as quarterback is concerned, right now we're thinking about maybe giving Dontrell Scott that lead in this game, and maybe letting Peterson, just watch this game, or let's see it from the sideline. We got Ruben, the young boy that came in there. Ruben did a fine job for us, moved the football team, but yet still that was against the number 2 unit. So we just don't want to get over and say, okay, he's the starter now, because of, I think Peterson will get clicking, he will get moving eventually, but right now he's not playing the type of football that I had hoped he would play early. Our offensive line was had a disappointing game. I think we've got some seniors across the line that didn't come through for us that we thought they would, and we thought that offense would be going a little bit better, but physically I think they beat us up front, and both sides of the football. So we just got to get better, and we're going to get down to the basics. We're going to cut our packages down so that we can be productive and not think a lot and move fast. That's what our thoughts are right now. Looking at this football team, we're getting ready to play. They're a sound football team as well. We know we're heavy top. Our schedule is heavy from a top schedule. From New Mexico to now the 1912 champions in Southern, and now we come back against the 2013 champs in Auburn. Then after that, we go to Alabama State, who's been high up in the ranks, and then we got Jacksonville State, who just gave Auburn everything they can handle. So we know that we have a challenge ahead of us, but we're looking forward to it. I always say don't count us out. I think our players are going to get better, they're going to improve, and I feel good about going into this game. I think we're going to be better and better and better as we move down the road. I know that was a long statement, but I just wanted to make sure.
And then you covered almost everything.
I shared it with you.
Coach, after the half, to get back into the ball game, you got to score. Third quarter, we drove it down, and then Southern came back and ran for a touchdown. How much did that take out of the football team in terms of getting
Well,
back
it
to the
always
game?
takes a lot out, because when you work so hard to score a touchdown, it's going to take a lot out of it when they can come back and just get it right like that. You know, I'm thinking, well, maybe we get back in this ball game, and it breaks your back, but you got to, it's football, and you got to be able to play through it and keep on working. And and I'm hoping that our football team is a type of team that can play through this. When people are probably wondering, well, them guys are down right now, they're down and out. But I don't think that's not the approach we took with our team. I don't think they're down and out. I think, they're wondering why we haven't got the success, and it comes from getting better each week. We're a very, very young football team. The whole secondary are freshmen. The two inside linebackers are freshmen. The two of the guys on defensive line are freshmen, and it's a rough go for a lot of guys like that. Our backfield is freshmen. A lot of our receivers are just getting first time playing, and so I think we're going to get better as we get down the road. We still got 9 ball games to go, and I'm positive about the type of football players that we have and their attitudes, and just their stick to itness. I'm really pleased with that, and I think we're gonna put on a pretty good show. It's going to come on one of these games coming up soon. I believe that we're going to come out the box and play some great football.
Coach, during your scrimmage games, we watched Peterson. It was clear that he was a man that should be under center. What do you think changed?
I really couldn't tell you that. I was hoping that he would start out and be the man from the very start. I think it's something that Peterson's got to work through. It's like in baseball when you go into a slump. I think he's kind of gotten to a little slump right now, and I think he'll work his way out of that. Peterson's a good athlete, and he can throw the football and do some good things for us. But right now, he's just not producing, so we got to make a change, and maybe it'd be good for him to sit back and observe a little bit and then come into a football game. I think we'll see that. I think before it's over, Peterson will show us the type of athlete he really is.
And I know you touched a little bit on Booker too, but how important is it to have a kid like that who can just pick up some great yards?
You got to get the ball in a guy like Booker's hands. He's just a natural. He's just a young man that he may not have what you call 4.2 speed, but he's quick as he can be, and he's hard and receptive, and he's smart. And so, Booker T, there's no words you can say for what he produced for this football team. He's just a great asset for us, and we need more guys like him.
Looking ahead to Alcorn, talk about this rival game. How important would it be to get this one?
It would be great. It would be great. It's our first game in the East, and what we're after is to capture the East crown. And it would be great to knock out a team early, and we can get into the East. Southern's, we wanted to beat them because it's a conference game, but they're on that West. But it would be great to knock one out in the East and start making that run in the East. But, I want to win them all, not just the ones in the East. I wanted to win that one last week. But Southern's a good football team. They got great size. They run well. They're well coached, and you can see they went out and brought some guys in, junior college guys in to help their team out. You can see that clearly, that they're bigger than they were last year, and they with a new offensive coordinator in Kais, who came from Tennessee, Alabama State. They're running the same style offense, and they got the #1 quarterback in the conference, and he can play. And so, in the defense is running well to the football. So, we just got to make sure that, we're doing everything possible to put our kids in the best position to play football, and that's what I want to do. I want to put us in the best position so they have an opportunity to win. As long as the opportunity's there, I think we're going to be fine. I think we just got to cut back on what we're doing, stop them from thinking too much. We see now that we can't put a package in that we want to put in. We got to put something in that they can play and stay with it and play football.
Just as far as the rivalry with Alcorn, I know next to Jackson State, biggest game on the schedule.
It is.
But as far as just the fans, I know they get up for this one, and perhaps a lot of trash talking with the alumni and so forth and so on. But can you just talk a little about that aspect of it?
Oh yeah, there's a team right down the road, and I'm sure alumni would love to have this one. I'd probably throw a stone there if I had to, with this old arm of mine. But yet and still, it's a big game. It's a game that we want to win. A game that the kids realize that's a rival game in the state of Mississippi and along this Delta area. And I would love to be able to come out with this one. It would be a great impact for the school, for these kids, and just it would be an alumni. It would be big time.
Coach, immediately after the ball game against Southern on last Thursday night, you said that this team is going to be a good team. It's going to be a good team in the East this year. What is it about the first two ball games that lead you there?
Well, the level of play. I think our kids have gone out there and seen a high level of play. I think they've been fooled. You know, our young secondary has been fooled by play action. I mean, they've seen all the things that can happen. You know, experience brings that. You know, experience by things happening to you that are negative always turn around into a positive. And I think our young guys are starting to wake up and see how people are playing in the conference and how, you know, different things happen. I don't think that you're going to learn in any way by always just being good. I think sometimes, you know, you got to take that spanking every now and then to know what you have to do to be good. You know, just like in life. And so, you know, I feel very, very good that we challenged two teams and we came out healthy. We came out of New Mexico healthy. We came out of Southern healthy. I mean, they're gritty kind of kids. You know, I mean, I can see if we're rolling over, getting all broken up, but we're still healthy going into the same guys being able to play again. You know, and that experience is always good. Experience, you know, that's what's going to make this football team. They stay together and maintain that experience, that they're going to be fine, I think, down the road.
The top heavy schedule is good.
Well, yes, in essence, you know, right now it's good for us. I mean, it would be nice, you know, I mean, if we don't have a Sister of the Blind, you know, a Baccoon or some of those schools that on some other people's schedule. We don't have that right now. And we know it's top heavy, and we know it's a great challenge for us. But, you know, to say it's good or bad, I just think that it's good for us because we need to see if we want a high-level football team here, we got to see what high-level football is. That's the way I feel about it. Now, we want to see what a Division III school is, then we need to play Division III. But we're in D1, and we want to play this level of football, high-level football, and we got to be challenged high-level football. And so I'm not upset about it. I just would like to, when we get hot and we get going, I think our football program is going to be where we want it to be.
But at the same time, is there ever concern that playing a tough schedule early on with a young team can perhaps damage the confidence of it?
Well, yes, it could. But I think it's the way you handle it. I think it's your approach to it. You know, I think if they go out there and play a solid football game, and in essence, you know, losing always is going to breed some sort, you know, I mean, some sort of negative. It's going to breed that. There's no doubt about it. If it's not from the inside on guys who stop believing, or if it's not from the outside alumni who stop believing. But as long as we hang in there together and we know what we're after and what we're looking for as a staff and how we approach it in their minds, you know, I think if the coaches got negative and everybody just tucked it away, then yeah, I think it would. But I think our guys want to get better. You know, I see them hungry to get better next time out. I see them can't wait to go back out there today, which is Monday, to see, you know, if they can get better and improve. You know, so as long as that attitude is still there, I'm fine with that. But if they start folding the tents, then that's my fault that they fold the tents. I'm not going to blame it on them because I allowed them to fold the tents and they saw something in me that made them fold the tent. But I'm not going to fold the tent, ever.